Father, Mother, hello. I hope things are to your satisfaction. You are likely doing just fine without me around, but Raisha says I should write. Raisha is the char on board, and they are a Ketra, like me. They are nice. Do not expect grandchildren from this compliment. I am well, largely unharmed since that day in the storm. They find me useful. I do my best to quell my temper until it is necessary to not. Raisha has taken on to helping me tame the storm. Our captain is rough and unfair at times, but for the most part things stay civil. I do worry about their recent obsession, but I am sure things will turn out fine. Should it not? Well, I have learned a lot of what I am capable of. I will not be shy about imparting this knowledge onto others. Your child, Izuesco.
Dear Vesh, I know that you're doing well and everything's fine, but I really miss hearing your voice. We're heading out for a raid soon, and already I can hear the whispers of your words in my ears. Don't look smug about that, troublemaker. I don't know if your way is the better way, but it does seem to be a different way. When you get back, tell me about it, okay? Love, Shale.
Clutch mate Selnari. These words scratch like dry leaves, but we write them out anyway. The waves of green still do not hold us, but here in the creaking wood of this ship, something old and glowing crawls, and it hums like home inside our chest. We do not name it, but it sees us, soft and strange, like webs that do not break in the wind. Our legs still shake on these planks, not made for us, but we stay. We follow it, even if the rest of us stays lost. Drone Skell.
Shale, I hope this message sees you soon. There aren't many word-bearers in this area that want to make the journey to Hearthstone. Oh, how I wish you could be here with me. But I know, your training comes first. The crew I picked up at Port Basker left me as soon as we arrived at the next spit. I think everyone can tell I'm as green as the trees. I might have found a new crew, but well, who knows how long they'll stay. Kick Terran extra hard for me next time you're sparring, and write me back soon. Your friend, Vesh.
Clutch mate Skell, we are pleased to hear your correspondence. It satisfies us greatly, as well as your continued survival and exploration on these rolling waves. Here on this island, the days are long and the years are short. We have finally found the warm embrace that we have often heard of, but chased so long. Home. We hope one day that you and yours find it as well. Tell us of these people and this ship. Tell us of your travels. Tell us when you find home again. Drone Samari.
Dearest Mother, we set out for our journey today and I'm nervous. You would think after going on my own pilgrimage I'd be ready to go back into the vast sea. But there's part of me that fears it. Atlas is brave and daring, someone I trust with my whole being. But I worry his ambitions will take us to places even he can't handle. It's reckless enough to go out for a second expedition, but the Council relies heavily on him, as we both know. All our lives we've been this way, it seems. He rushes into danger, and there I am, always ready to patch him up. But I suppose he's always done the same for me. There's never been a fight, physical or otherwise, that he's not come running to defend me for. It's only right I see this journey through by his side. Look at me lamenting like I'll never come home. Please tend to the gardens while I'm gone. I'd hate to return to a dead garden after such an arduous journey. Give my love to Father, and please take care of yourself while I'm away. All my love, Visha.
Dear Vesh, if reports are to be believed, and I hope they are, you've been quite the troublemaker since you set out. Where do I even start? You collapsed a spit into the sink, and then either adopted or displaced the entire population. Details seem to be a little scarce on that part. But it's even harder to believe that what people are saying you did afterwards. Did you and your crew really subjugate the concourse? That's been on the danger list for years. Even veteran raiders wouldn't try them. How did you do it? Set the record straight for us, but also let me know. What have you seen out there? Where are you going next? Are you still searching for the truth out there? Your friend, Shale.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hello, hello. I hope you're all having a wonderful week.
Can I eat a mango?
Yes, you can. My child is raiding the pantry right now. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Magic RPG. We've been off for 2 weeks. We ended last week on kind of a cliffhanger, and we're going to have a pretty literally explosive show tonight. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Discord.gg/MagicRPG is the best place to find out what is going on with us. If you have not seen this show before and want to catch up on this show or many of our other shows, youtube.com/MagicRPG is the place to do that. We have had Minutes of Midnight, Blade 68 every Monday. We have Blood Money every Friday. And I think we have some other shows starting or coming back very shortly, but announcements to be done shortly when said GMs are ready for the announcements. I won't speak for them yet. But if you've missed things that have been off for a while, wink, wink, things are coming back soon. Huzzah. And we're always cooking up things around here. Okay. I think I did it. Oh, wait. No. It is not for this show. But if you are a person who likes voting, Momo B has been nominated for a Crit Award again. Momo, do you actually know how you vote? I'll let you shout yourself out right now.
Okay. Hi, hello. Yes, I very kindly was nominated for Blood Money, specifically for Katarina. So if you would like for Katarina and therefore me and therefore us to win that, you just have to go to the Crit Awards website. They give you a little Google Doc where it does make you vote for everything. So be nice and vote for other people too. Our friend Ian, one of our fellow werewolves and hunters, is also nominated. So please vote for Ian as well. But yeah, it's just on the Crit Awards website. Very easy. Thank you. We appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Let's do it. Start the show.
Seconds from you losing me, but I just couldn't give it up. And all the times you said you wanted me, when you know we don't get along like we used to. Went along with everything you said and done for me. You'll never love me now, but you'll never know. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer. You're killing me. You got it so bad, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure. You're feeling me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around, I'm so done looking for love so blindly.
Last week, stuff really happened. You all had a genius plan to outsmart the Onyx fleet, get the upper hand on your enemies. Trav, the leader of the Onyx fleet / the Onyx Star, their flagship, decided to try and negotiate your surrender. And you were all, it's fine. We'll just snipe him before anything happens, basically. We're going to get him to reveal himself and then, take him down and it'll all be fine. You even had him give up Visha's brother, Atlas, as a kind of gesture of good faith. Kind of funny because you all didn't have any intention of ever giving him back. And thus it was that Atlas's anchor must have been destroyed somewhere on the ship as you called lightning, fired cannons, destroyed most of the structure of the Onyx Star, most likely killing Trav, but at great cost. And so it is with that Visha, Atlas, fades to nothingness in your arms to the sound of cannon fire, gunfire, and screaming. And that is where we begin. What is Visha's immediate reaction?
I think it's a lot like when something buffers. That would be the closest thing I could equate it to. Just like she stops existing for probably what feels like forever for her. But is probably mere seconds. As she just watches him fade away. And she stays that way probably a little bit longer. She was on... It was just her on the little... Were we on the Outrider?
You were on the Outrider. I think there was someone else with you. I don't know.
I was with you.
Zavesh?
Vesh.
And unfortunately, you don't even have time to grieve.
Oh.
As the Spirit Root and the Outrider are assaulted by a barrage of cannon fire. And I need every one of you to roll reactions to try to avoid getting hit by large arms fire. How would you like to avoid cannon fire? You tell me. It is possible this Outrider is about to be shot to pieces, and the Spirit Root is also about to take on a heavy amount of fire.
Can I opt to not dodge?
You can opt to not dodge.
I would opt to not dodge. I don't think she's fast enough.
Grace, either Grace or Instinct and Flourish, I think, for Aizu.
You're trying to dance between the bullets? Or the cannon, so to speak. All right.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Chris? I heard you about to say something.
Iron and Brace, just like get cover behind like the...
That
on boats,
is
you got, like,
what I would say
railings.
is probably among the most effective, yes. And,
Double fours.
okay. And Vesh?
5-2-1.
I am going to use Iron and Brace. Seeing Visha, I think I would be frozen also at first as well.
Yeah.
And I in shock, I would turn to Visha just as the barrage starts to rain down around us. And seeing her standing there, not taking any action, I think he would grab her and try to pull her to cover. And I know this doesn't have a lot of cover behind us.
Not much.
So what I want to do is there any kind of rope or any kind of like rigging on this Outrider beyond? Is there anything?
I would say there's rigging. If you think you might have brought rope, I say I will allow it, but there's no like rigging on it, unfortunately.
Is there like a handle off the side?
Yeah, sure. There's like a little handle.
Okay. I'm on the Outrider, so I spin it around to face the barrage, or hopefully on just whatever side that is not the barrage, I'm going to grab them and hang off the side to try to put the Outrider between me
you and the cannonballs. Okay.
And the cannonballs.
All right, go ahead and roll it, Vesh. And also Visha, I'm assuming you're doing the same, grabbing her.
2 4s.
Oh gosh. 2 twists. I don't have any twists right now. If you guys think of twist while I'm narrating, please do. Izuesco, you dash into an interior room of the spirit root. Vesh, you kind of like bunker down, just kind of like brace for impact. And Vesh, you do this complex maneuver. Yes, and hang on the side. And the cannon fire comes, and the spirit root is going to take a massive amount of damage on the side, and the armor on the spirit root is going to take 2 hits as cannons begin to rip the ship apart.
I have a twist.
Okay.
The shockwave of the initial explosion pauses the thrash. It's almost like, thinking like water. Causes the spirit root to rock on top of the thrash. And because of the rocking, it only takes 1 point of damage.
You want a positive twist.
Of course, yeah.
Of course.
The numbers are green. They're not red.
Okay, it's true.
It does say that the twist can be positive or negative. That's in the rule book. It does not say it has to be negative.
It's a good twist. All right, Chris. Well argued. Unfortunately, Outrider is blasted to splinters as you do this. And you all begin to, I'm not going to say plummet because there's still pieces that are falling down. But you guys are now, like, imagine like in a cartoon where you're like hitting branches on the way down. That is essentially what is happening to you two right now as you hold Visha and you are falling into the thrash. But you yourselves remain unharmed.
Okay. All right, I see.
Is it possible to do? What were you gonna say?
No. I as I was about to say it, I think it was not a possible idea, rules wise. Yeah, can we try to grab branches on the way down? Can I try to steady us?
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
I have good grace or iron and brace. I think will be good for that also.
Yes, and I believe Visha, you are probably still catatonic.
Yeah, she's not doing too great.
It's up to you. I wouldn't be doing too great either.
It's another 4 complication.
You are able to stop yourself from falling, but it is so loud. It's almost like you're actually getting like, the sound when a grenade goes off near you. You're kind of like that. You're like trying to yell Visha to hang on and you can't even hear yourself talk. And the branch that you're holding on to is not going to last long. You are going to have to very rapidly move somewhere else. You have maybe a few seconds, a minute at most, before this thing snaps. And if it takes any fire at all, you're going down. That said, Izuesco and Skell, you are on a still, despite it taking fire, a very powerful ship with very powerful arms. What do you all want to do as this barrage of 5 ships is just firing not only into you, but into the city as well?
What's the biggest ship?
Sorry, the music just changed and that was so abrupt. I was like, what just happened? They're all relatively the same size. They're slightly larger than the Spirit
Okay,
Root.
what's
the biggest ship you guys already destroyed, which was their flagship.
Are they all equally armed? Is there like a destroyer where it's smaller but has bigger guns?
No, they're all pretty well-armed military ships.
Got it. Well, I just start blasting.
All right, using your hull breaker cannon.
Yep. Hive breaker.
Hive breaker, excuse me. I never remember the proper name of this. I just remember it destroys ships.
And I think for Aizu, she's gonna try and use the storm rail. She's gonna try and power it herself to fire.
Ooh, hell
Ooh,
yeah.
I love that. All right, this music is not appropriate at all. I need to take this off the
Yeah.
playlist.
It's giving
This is
country
freaking
bears
crazy.
wolverine out here.
This is crazy.
It's a jovial little battle.
Loving that, by the way.
That
Fantastic.
was so jarring. It just took me out. I'm like, what is happening? What is
Well, what have the
happening?
Duke boys got themselves into this week?
You're right.
God.
It really reads the part in the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie where Barbossa is trying to wed Will and
Yes.
Elizabeth
One of
while
the
they're
best
all
scenes
fighting. He's a little busy at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
Anyway, let's go shooting.
I think I'm gonna go iron and break.
Ooh, that is a failure with a twist. You're muted.
Yes, I am. That is a failure with a twist, and we have a conflict with a twist. Man, how bad would this go? Scale, unfortunately, your shot goes wide. And maybe you're like, I don't know, I feel like I was aiming on, but it just was wide. And at that moment, a cannon shot goes directly into the deck where you're standing. And I need you to take your choice of either an injury or 5 aspect damage as you get directly hit by a cannonball underneath you.
Quick question.
Yes.
I have resistance to all damage and effects that I take on our own ship
Oh,
from my armor. So I'm immune to bludgeoning damage, but as long as I'm on the ship and it's my home, I'm resistant. Like, I'm just like, this is my home. I will defend it with all costs.
resistant, not immune though, right? Yeah.
Immune to bludgeoning, resistance to all damage and effects while
That's
on the ship.
awesome. So instead of
Peak.
5 aspect damage, which is a lot, at the last moment you're able to duck out of the way, and you're still going to take 2 from the
Okay.
shrapnel coming from your ship, but you can either take an injury or 2 aspect damage, your choice.
I will take
of
2 aspect damage as the shrapnel shreds into my third arm.
Aw.
What a cool ability though.
That is a
Yeah.
really cool ability. Izuesco, the same cannonball that hit the ship, you get hit by some of the shrapnel. I need you to take 2 aspect damage, unless you have anything to mitigate that. But you make direct hit with this lightning cannon on one of the ships, and it punctures a hole in the side of it. And so you all know, because we all love clocks here, I have a clock for the Onyx fleet. It is a 10 ticker. And it is at 6. That doesn't mean you destroy all the ships if it fills up, but they may lose the will to fight, try to run, try to get a truce or something else. Visha and Vesh, you are dangling by a thread, almost literally. What do you do?
Vesh would look over to the ship, the Spirit Route. I'm assuming because who was it? Youngblood was driving, or was it?
Was it
steering?
Youngblood steering the ship?
It was Needle or Youngblood, right? It was one of them.
It was Needle.
It was
Needle.
Needle. It was
said he
Needle,
knew how
okay.
to pilot a ship.
Yes,
Okay.
Needle knows how to
So-
pilot ships, yes.
I'm assuming that they are on their way towards us, having seen what was like going down, right? Like,
Let's,
would that make sense?
Let's roll. Yeah. They'll be
Perfect.
there
Okay,
shortly.
good.
But
So-
they do have to take some evasive actions from the cannonballs. But yes, they are speeding or slithering your way.
My first priority is to try and make sure that we are secure in the immediate, like, case that this branch fails. So I'm going to try and leap from where we're at now to a stronger looking branch. Just a single jump. I'm not like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wave walk would be
making-
most effective here if you have it. If you don't, vaults will also work.
Yeah, vault. That's why I phrase it that way, because I don't have wave walk. So
Yes.
I'm not going to try
I
and
hear what
claim
you're
that this
saying. You
is...
jump. You're jumping. Yeah, I got you.
I'm making a single jump to safety, not wave walking. Okay, I'm going to do Grace and Volt for that. 2 5s. You muted.
You guys are rolling all the twists. I got to think about the twists that are happening. Oh, I actually do have a good twist for Izuesco. I'm going to give a positive twist to Izuesco and a negative twist to Skell, because it was a failure twist. Izuesco, your manually powering of this cannon has sent it into overdrive. You will add impact on each of your subsequent rolls with this thing while we're in combat. So it's not like you're going to get an extra die. It's just going to do extra damage. Skell, with all of the shrapnel that came in, you have a bunch of debris in your cannon, and you're going to need to spend a small amount of time clearing the debris out of this cannon to be able to fire it again.
So I actually, so is a failure a disaster, or is a disaster a 1?
A failure is a disaster.
Okay, so I actually have the cannon has the flaw jam. A disaster
excellent.
while firing jams the weapon until the end of a scene, making long range attacks impossible.
Oh, burn to unjam early. Okay, there you
Yep.
go. So
Yep.
consider it jammed now.
Okay.
So you can burn to fix it during the scene or do something else. That I will leave that to you.
Okay.
Good call out, Chris. And then, Vesh, you are able to jump to a sturdier. It's like the top of the iron roots, which are like the pillars that make up the sea, and you're able to jump to it. You fall like 40 feet lower, but you're able to get onto it and jump onto like a very sturdy branch, and you guys are relatively safe about like 60, 70 feet under the top of the thrash. It looks like you're out of vision of both friend and foe for now. And I want to ask Momobi, what does Vesh see when he looks at Visha putting her down on this branch?
She's just kind of existing. Glances up at the ships. Glances back down at him.
Do you still want to fight this fight?
Do we have a choice?
We could run.
We could run. I'm not against that.
Rava's probably dead.
Visha, I'm sorry.
Me too.
We will pause there. Izuesco and Skell, brace for impact as another barrage comes to the spirit root. I'm assuming you are evading and bracing as you did before.
Yep.
Go ahead
Yep.
and do it.
Oh.
Oh, those are both disasters.
You both? Dang! Damn, not both of you rolling ones. That's crazy.
How many doubles? Do you see the
Yeah,
crazy
I
amount
know,
of twists
the crazy
here?
amount of twists.
Both disasters for what, Daddy?
Well, they're taking a lot of cannon fire, Eli. It's not looking good over there.
Yep, exactly. That fire is so scary and red.
You're muted. Oh,
No,
you're not.
no.
Sorry, you're not. Sorry.
I was
thought
letting
you-
Eli go first.
Got it.
He was waxing poetic about the scene. You guys take fire. It destroys most of the upper deck. The armor on the spirit root is totally annihilated. And you all will need to, I guess for you, Scale, it'll only be 2 aspect damage again, because it would be 5. Izoesco, you're going to take 5 aspect damage or an injury.
I will go with the injury, I think.
Okay. You don't really have human organs, so I will let you describe what a cannonball to the torso would look like for you. And Scal, 2 aspect damage of your choice. And the needle shouts, I don't know how much longer we can take this, but I think I saw where they went down. I'll try to get to them. And is steering the ship towards where he believes Visha and Vesh went under the thrash. You two have a chance to act despite getting battered and bruised.
I mean, I think the cannonball, I'm not gonna, I really don't know how severe 5 aspect damage or an injury, I guess, looks in terms of like getting hit in the stomach with the cannonball. I don't think it rips through her per se, but I think it definitely like slams her up against a wall.
Yeah.
Daddy, look.
And I think she is in immense pain and is going to survey any sort of what bones she has and what is broken later. But I think her response is to drag her body back to the storm rail, and she's gonna juice it up. She was annoyed before. She is pissed off now, and I think that is way more than she normally would be, I guess, considering how things have gone.
Yeah, it's not a great moment for her or anyone. But yeah, go ahead and turbocharge this thing.
5, 2, 1.
This goes straight into another one of the ships and just completely breaks it apart. It's like an enormous explosion of wood, and you see people jump off the top of the ship. As the electricity courses through, you hear the smoldering and the smoke from inside of it as the lightning connects. I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate that the thrash does not catch fire, but you have totally and utterly decimated this ship.
If you would permit as well, I think the sound of thunder rolling in.
Ooh, love that.
Comes along with this from behind the spirit root, as if the storm is coming this way from behind it.
You're muted.
Yes, I remember that. Yes. Sorry, guys. I'm juggling right now. Skel, what about you?
I will burn a piece of an aspect of the cannon to unjam it.
Okay.
And you see him clamber up to the observation deck as the deck of the ship starts to creak and crack as it's taking cannon fire. And I'm going to I'm gonna clear the cannon. He's shaking it upside down as wooden scraps and splinters fall out of it, and let's see here. He kind of spider climbs up to the observation deck, and on his belt loop is like wrapped in his cloth that he wears, he pulls out one of the anti-ship shells. And he aims for the middle of the pack of ships.
Oh, I see. Trying to set off a
And-
nuke.
Trying to do a little chain reaction. Come on, dice, don't fail me. 5.
That's
it's
good.
not
Good
auto-
enough.
It's not, and give me 1 second. I have to make a decision.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. So if you correct me if I'm wrong, if you burn the last pip of an aspect, you can still get that back, right? They're not.
Yes, it's not permanently destroyed. No,
It's
but
not
you won't be able
burnt,
to
it's
use
marked.
it in. Oh, I see what you're saying. So like, if you
So
have
if I
3 marked
burn-
and 1 burned on a 4, no, it does not destroy it. But you won't
Okay.
be able to use it until you repair it, basically.
Got it.
No, you cannot actually lose aspects ever, thankfully.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to mark my loading assistant.
Okay.
So that's the last mark. And out from his back, you see a bunch of spiders, like with another shell on their carapaces as they push it in again, and he fires a second time automatically.
Okay. That's
with the same
awesome.
result. It's not a re-roll. It's
Yeah, you were really hoping for a crit there. That would have been
I was hoping
awesome.
for a 6. Yeah.
But even so, you break apart 2 of the remaining ships. There's only 1 ship that's fully intact and another one that is like flailing. And with that, you hear distant bells from the ships. And you see white flags begin to be raised on the remaining 2 as the sailors, the wild sailors that have abandoned the ships, are kind of flailing in the thrash, and they begin to all the remaining ships begin to founder and turn and try to get away from you all. However, your ship, when you're doing that, just before them, they send out their last barrages, and you take more hits to the side of the spirit route. Which aspect is it going to be? Let's see.
Tilt.
Saws I have rolled.
Saws.
And
There you go.
your saws are very, very badly damaged, and you are not going to be able to maneuver as well as you would have otherwise been able to through the thicker part of the sea. That said, the fire stops, and they look like they want to surrender or discuss terms of surrender. It is up to you all whether you would like to honor that or not.
I think if they're putting up white flags, Scout would be focused on getting Vesh and Visha to safety.
Okay. Then there is a momentary calm. And go ahead.
Does it? Oh yeah.
Aizu does not fire again, but the storm clouds that were rolling continue to like that doesn't
The storm
cease.
overhead
if
with
that-
distant thunder, lightnings, and the clouds, the low rumble.
Yeah, it's kind of a and I'm happy to roll for it. I don't want to just force anything, but it's kind of like okay, well, this storm is not going to stop just because you surrendered.
I think it is much cooler if I don't have to roll for it. You set this up very well in advance. I think this can simmer. If you're going to do something extraordinary with it, I'd obviously have you roll for it, but I think it's fine just to leave this thing.
I think it
hanging
is
in
an.
the
I
air.
think I'm playing it being a I don't want to call it an idle threat.
It's
but
basically
like
it's a
loaded.
passive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a passive threat, perhaps.
The rest of the city, harbor stills upon seeing the white flags and seeing you all halt your firing as well. I wasn't talking it through while all the action was happening to you, but they were firing on the ships as well, with the limited amount of weapons they had, the trebuchets that Visha helped them build before, that had done some of the damage to the ships, and helping them, forcing the Onyx fleet to lose their taste for battle. It only takes a few minutes, Vesh, before you see the very familiar bottom of the hull of the Spirit Root go over top of you, and you see a few members of your undercrew, led by Sprite as she's flying down. You hear her wings before you see her, and she's shouting, "Mistress! Mistress!" looking for you in the thrash. Eventually she sees you, breathes a sigh of relief, and then you see her green face go oddly white as she realizes it's just the two of you. She flies back up and directs Youngblood and Lau, who are nearby, and they are grabbing ropes and harnesses to get you up. It only takes another few minutes before you are hauled up onto the Spirit Root, which looks pretty rough. There's holes in the side of it. You're going to need another repair job. You just had it fixed. But maybe some relief upon seeing Izuesco and Skell alive, but they are badly injured. You can tell that they have been barraged by bullets, cannon fire, and otherwise. But everyone seems to be in one piece, at least. Everyone but one person.
I think when they get plopped up on the ship, I don't think she would say anything. She would just go straight to Izuesco and Skell and start looking them over. Just seeing what damage has been done. She doesn't say anything. She just starts.
I'll let you guys
assessing
describe
the
your
damage.
injuries. Since you kind of did aspect damage, you can talk about the state that you two are in.
As you come up to Skell, you can see his third arm that is underneath his right arm. So he has two right arms essentially. The one underneath, you can see the fabric wrappings are all torn to shreds, and you can see spiders inside, like struggling to like hang on. There's some falling out. Like if you know, I had blood, dead spiders are kind of falling out of the tattered cotton or fabric, what it is. You see how do I describe, you see a large tear down his back where like a spine would be, as if spiders like burrowed out and fought their way out of his cloth to load the second round that he fired. But he's okay. He's not on the ground. He's standing there.
And Izu?
She is now that the firing has ceased, she is more or less on her knees. She doesn't bleed per se, but I feel like if hold on.
Place.
Thank you. I feel like if she did, you could probably tell that there'd be internal bleeding going on. Her left arm is kind of like diagonally over her chest, as if she's trying to like hold her ribs in from like falling out.
Ooh.
And she is her head is kind of slumped down, like she's not looking, like she's not bringing her head up. You can tell that she's breathing, but it doesn't look good.
Thankfully, the rest of your undercrew mostly unharmed. Needle is the one that looks the roughest. They're an Ectus, obviously, and has some bullet holes, but nothing that time and rest will not heal. But Sprite is okay. Lau is fine. Marcus is fine. Marcus was below deck the whole time.
Vesh has taken over steering. As soon as he saw that Needle was injured, would have made sure that he was taken care of and would start to steer the spirit route outside of the conflict zone.
What does Visha look like? Is she physically harmed in any way?
No,
She didn't take
just
any
some
damage.
No, she didn't take any damage. The most is maybe like some little branches in her hair probably sticking out, or a little piece of leaf. A little like roughed up, but nothing serious. At least physically. I think while you're steering, she would assess the two of you. Just looks at you, doesn't say anything. Goes from Skell to Izuesko. Very mechanically goes to her little med bay. Returns back with a little satchel of things. And she would call for Sprite.
Yes, mistress?
This will be perfect practice for you.
Are you hurt?
Are you ready? I'm not hurt at all, but these two are very hurt. So,
Yes,
we're gonna
I'm ready.
We're gonna start with Skell's arm, and then I'm gonna get you both to lay down in close proximity so I can work on your ribs, I believe, as she looks at Izuesko a little questioningly, and we're gonna go in between the both of them. So this will be great practice to see how you can balance caring for two people who are critically injured at the same time.
Yes, mistress.
She gets to work. She's head down, working. Tending to you both. It's in between, like her and Sprite kind of work in between. She hands her something. They're moving.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make your tend roll as well, Momo, for Visha. Sprite rolled very well.
Okay, let's do
You want us to lay down?
Yes, that would be preferable.
Come, Izuesko, lay down next to me.
She does not move.
Can you not move? Is it painful to move?
I have a 6.
Doesn't even move her head to acknowledge you.
Okay. Well then, Skell, if you can still walk, we'll get you right next to Izuesko.
You all are, you don't have human anatomy, humanoid anatomy. The way of caring for the many different creatures of the Wildsea is nuanced. People who tend to the wounds of them have to be knowledged. It's almost like veterinarian skill, where you have to know a lot of different types of things. But
Species.
yeah, different species.
Yes.
And Visha and Sprite go to work on you all. Bandaging, splinting, giving tinctures and mixtures to each of you. And you all can heal 2 marks of aspect damage.
Ooh.
So that'll take more time to fully recover, but for now, they have quite literally staunched the bleeding. And Sprite, sorry, go ahead. I was say Sprite, over the 10, 15 minutes they spend triaging you, she kind of like, at first she seems like she wants to be more triumphant, but then kind of gives a subdued, "How did I do, mistress?"
You did very adequate.
She kind of nods and then, sensing the vibes, kind of slinks off and flies below deck.
Skell like sits up really quickly. Captain.
I think I'm Vesh is
Vash.
Can I hear him from where's the medical bay in relation to the
Oh,
steering?
I thought we were on the deck. Did we go down to the medical bay?
Oh, are you on the deck? Oh, you're on the deck.
That's where the storm rail is. So
Yeah,
that's where
okay,
Eyes would
okay.
be.
Yeah,
Visha
they're
was
on the deck still.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Vesh would respond, and actually would come. You'd be able to visibly see him from where you're at then.
Are you going to meet with them to talk about terms?
Yes. Yes, that makes sense. And he'll have pulled. He was pulling it right out of like the direct conflict zone, you know. But we're not like escaping, like running away yet. What are the other ships doing right now?
They're
still picking up their people, right?
They're trying to. I mean, they have a lot of wild sailors to get out of the Thrash, but yeah, they're just launching outriders of their own and trying to get people onto the ships.
Okay, well, are the two of you all right?
Skell lifts up his arm. I will be fine.
What if they... What if they choose to attack us again now that the two of you are injured?
We were injured when we destroyed those three.
You're right.
Just not in timing to be coincidental, but just as like a reminder, like maybe like 6 seconds after you ask that question, you can very clearly see like thunderclouds are like almost right behind the spirit root at this point.
Izoesco?
You all might feel the beginning of some rain starting to beat down on you all.
Vesh would repeat that. Izoesco. Hey.
Get nothing.
He's gonna kneel.
You can see like the area where lungs and ribs would be like slowly expanding and contracting as if there is breath, but it's like she is passed out from something. You can't even tell if her eyes are focused or not because they're just black ink wells. So
okay.
They're not they're not closed in the sense that like the slits are open, but it's not like they're shifting and moving in any sort of way to give you ideas as if she's looking at anything.
Right. All right. Well, is she gonna be okay? He looks to Visha.
Me with a little snack in my mouth.
Sorry.
Me? No, you're good. She just looks at you, dead on.
I believe so, but uncertain.
All right.
You see Marcus come up the stairs slowly below deck. He's an Ectus, if you all don't remember. Cloth wrapped around his arms, his neck, his chest. And he looks around. Is everyone okay?
I think that question is just met with silence from everybody. I think is what happens there. I don't think anybody answers.
Skell would.
What does
Okay.
Skell say?
I will be fine, thanks to Mistress Visha and Mistress Sprite.
Skell, are you strong enough to stand next to me while I talk to them?
I can stand, yes.
He'll nod and he'll go back to the helm to pull the ship closer to whichever one put up the first white flag. To whichever one seemed like they are
There's
most
one
receptive and
ship
ready
that's
to-
fully intact. I assume you can pull next to that one. And upon seeing you come over,
Wait. Don't leave yet.
Okay.
Don't leave yet. She has to say something to you
Don't
before
leave.
you leave. Don't
before
go over to the negotiations yet. I thought you were going
Oh,
to
okay. Yeah.
negotiations.
No. Okay, sure. Yeah,
You're just
we're
pulling
just
up.
pulled up next to the boat right now.
Mhm.
To the ship.
As you're calling Skell over, and I assume he goes over to you. She would follow, and she would grab you by your wrist,
Visha?
and she would look up at you.
You don't intend to let them get away, do you?
What do you mean by that?
They're surrendering.
Right. They're
So what do-
surrendering. So we are going to negotiate terms. And we are going to go our separate ways.
You think these people should be allowed to leave? Why?
I don't want to see any more people die.
If it had been the other way around, they wouldn't have let us leave. They would have killed us all. And that's not even hearsay. That's what they did the first time to me. Slaughtered us one by one. Actually, lined up. That's what they would do to us if they were in our position. Do you think people like that should be allowed to leave? That they deserve your mercy?
I don't know, Visha. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the one that's supposed to judge people. It's my job to make the best decision for what's right for this crew. And that could mean a lot of things. Maybe safety, prosperity. Do you think this is the best thing for us?
There's no guarantee that if you let them go, they won't go back on their word. They're proven liars.
He looks to Skell. Do you agree with this, Skell?
They are surrendering. They are helpless. It is customary to meet with them when they surrender. I am not opposed to attacking in battle, but I do not like the concept of attacking helpless wild sailors.
I agree with that.
Their
Skell.
captain is dead, I assume. They have no more leadership as far as I can see.
There's only one ship left.
Firefly, I believe
They're
I
not-
thought there were two.
There's one fully intact. There's another that is barely clinging to being a ship. So
And
one
that's
and a
to
half
say,
ships, but yeah.
They're no threat to us anymore.
There's a small grunt of effort in the background.
Poor eyes are cold.
Nice.
She is very carefully pushing herself to her feet.
Bisha will go help you.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't undo the work I just did.
Vesh would also be rushing over, at least to see if you're okay, if not to also help you up.
I wouldn't recommend moving too much.
They nod.
But I can get you upright if you wish to be upright.
I wish to know if Raisha survived.
Do you want to come with us?
Yes.
He's then going to look to Visha. Can she come with us?
You're going to need to support her on either side.
Vesh would nod, and he'd go to help support Izoesco and motion for Skell to come help as well.
If I am helping Izuesco, I don't think I'll be able to draw my gun as quickly.
Right.
Vish,
Someone on the crew.
come with us.
I require Krezerin. Yes, I require Krezerin. It was almost as if like she was remembering that fact and then confirming the second time around.
I can have Sprite gather some for you.
Will it harm Sprite? Or will it not?
Proper handling, they should be fine.
We also might have barrels of water down in the cargo hold. I remember you bathing in the bucket.
There's a bit of a smile, but also if she could blush, she would, because that's kind of embarrassing for her.
I saw you in your bucket.
Bathing.
If the water isn't purified, then it will do. But that also, Firefly, brings me to an interesting question. Would a storm in this kind of a situation be potentially like acid rain, but possibly with Krezerin or
It
something
could be.
akin to it?
It could be.
Okay.
Sometimes rain is more pure than other times. It is usually drinkable, but not always. You guys had blood rain not that many episodes ago, if you remember.
True. I do remember that now.
So usually drinkable, but not always.
She kind of just acquiesces, but I think you get from the way that she's reacting is that Krezerin would probably be what she needs the most right now.
Okay. Well, let's see what we can do about finding some. But we're gonna have to go talk to them now.
Are we taking the spirit route over? I suppose we have this as our only option.
I think so. I think we're gonna get close enough. I don't know how you. What's the procedure for crossing ship to ship, right? I'm assuming you'd like a plank across.
Yeah.
Hooks.
You'll do
Hooks
the
and
gangplank or hooks or,
yeah.
the usual ways you would on a ship.
So get close enough so that we can get on board. Or invite somebody, one of theirs on board to us. That might be smarter. We will ask them to send over a representative, and we will posture and look as strong as we can without having to hobble our injured people over the gangplank.
Smart.
That is good. So what exactly do you shout as you're ship to ship, and their ship is crowded with dozens of people?
Who do I see when I go out? I'm sure we're pulling up. I'm sure they have someone ready to talk to us, right? As we're getting closer, right? Who do I see? Who am I calling out to?
Unfortunately, it looks like one of the twins has survived.
The twins.
You remember the twin gal who we were
Yeah.
negotiating before?
Mm-hmm.
And they are greeting you to negotiate.
All right. He'll call across the ship. You'll send a representative? One person alone to speak.
And you will do the same.
You will send a representative to speak with us on our deck. These are not terms for negotiation.
Though you can't understand what they say, you hear a very loud curse in Gao, and you feel the Gao language is somewhat smell and pheromone based as well, but you feel a very distasteful odor wash over you with that before they silently begin to prepare a swing and swing over to your side of onto your ship and land very loudly.
All right.
So I am here.
All right.
Is this Lamont or Timid?
I don't know. How good are you at telling apart identical twins?
I think if they were someone that was on the ship back when Izuesco was on there, I
True.
feel
Okay,
like I
that's
would get
fair.
a little bit
This
of an
is
edge on
Timid.
that. But
This is Timid.
okay. I mean, I'm happy to roll for it, but I was like, I feel
Nah,
like she'd just get a little bit of a
that's very
edge knowing
reasonable.
that.
If
But
you spend a lot of time with twins, you can usually tell.
at least she thinks it's timid. I'll
Mhm.
acquiesce to that. Okay. For as much as someone who has Batman cartoon eyes, her gaze hardens at Timid.
All right. We're here to discuss terms of your surrender. And in particular, we want to know if certain members of your crew are still alive.
These are reasonable terms. We reluctantly offer the comatose body of Trav in exchange for allowing the rest of the survivors to sail away, never to harass you or yours again.
We can discuss the finer points of this arrangement. This seems mostly agreeable. But first, and he'll look to Izoesco, and he'll talking to her directly, he'll say, "Your friends."
Timid, where is Raisha?
They cock their head. Oh, you don't know.
Why
Raisha.
would I know, Timid? You and the crew threw me overboard. Remember?
I remember. Raisha left the ship not long after we left the concourse. She's elsewhere, I'm afraid, and is not one of the living or dead from this battle. Perhaps you'll meet again, or write her.
If anyone is looking at Izuesco, I don't know if they can tell how that news hits them. But if you had to guess, it might be maybe a sense of relief.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't take a step back, but she kind of does like a circle. Not like she walks in a full circle. It's kind of like she just kind of pivots in a much tighter one, looking around. Who else is here?
I think the entire
us.
undercrew would be
Okay.
there.
If anyone is looking at Izuesco, you can see the lightning rod in her left arm is glowing a little bit more than it would if she was idle.
Atlas was killed. His anchor was destroyed at the onset of the battle. Callum still lives. His anchor, though was to be destroyed, was not destroyed before the Onyx Star was destroyed. He was recovered from the thrash and is relatively unscathed. We are happy to return him to you.
Yes. Return him, and we want medical supplies and something of value. Anything. We need to fix the ship up. So we're going to take what you have.
With the exception that we maintain enough medical supplies and provisions for a 3 days journey to a spit to drop off the excess undercrew, then we can surrender supplies to you.
Yes. Yes, you can keep that much.
We have many mouths to feed now, and not much supplies to do it with, so your salvage will be limited, yes?
Just give us what you can.
But you will let us go?
He looks at Visha, and then he looks away. He can't hold her gaze. Yes.
She's glaring at you.
Yes. Those are the terms. You can go.
Timid, do you feel the rain above?
They look up. Is this a riddle, Izuesco, or a literal question? It was always a bit uncertain with you.
Then let me be clear, Timid. I bring this storm. And if I see fit, know there is not a place on the Wildsea I cannot reach you. So, I will say it once. Behave, for I am watching.
The way that they react, you can tell they basically expected this, and they just kind of nod solemnly. I am but a windward, Izuesco. Trav is asleep for now, maybe forever until you snuff his lights out. My piracy and delving days are over. Hopefully I'll find a nice spit or island to be a seamstress on.
She does not respond.
Then I will have the remainder of the crew prepare your salvage and prepare Trav's body for transport. I say body, but he is technically alive.
And the anchors.
Calm has his own anchor. He will return to your ship as soon as you allow it. I cannot return Atlas's anchor. It was burned.
I will take the burned one.
We'll see if we can recover it. I do not actually know which ship it was on, but we'll do our best to recover it.
It was on the Onyx Star.
Why do you think it was on the Onyx Star?
Because he disappeared after it exploded.
Oh. You misunderstand the conspiracy, Captain Vesh. The aggression was the signal to destroy the anchors. Your cannon nor lightning destroyed the anchor. It was a dead man switch of sorts that destroyed the anchor. It
All right,
doesn't.
those are our terms. Go back to your ship.
As you say. And he will turn and take his hook, swing it over, and go back. And you can see he starts signaling and barking orders. The ship goes into a bunch of motion, and they begin bringing salvage to the top of the deck. You see Callum come up and then fly over to your ship. He's an Itzenko-like sprite, much larger, but still not the size of a human. And kind of give Visha a weak hug before then quickly going to Marcus and doing the same.
She doesn't say anything, but she accepts the hug.
Is it silent as a church on the spirit route as the rest of the Onyx fleet busies himself with your demands?
No,
Ooh.
I don't think it is.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
I think the storm clouds that were effectively following the spirit route continue their path through what used to be the Onyx fleet and away for the time being. And Izuesco makes eye contact with Visha, or at least attempts to.
Okay.
And then you can very easily see the inky eyes from your face to a space further away on the deck of the ship, or what remains, as if they're trying to communicate with their eyes.
She would follow your eyes.
And then she kind of uncouples himself from Skell and begins to slowly move in that direction.
I think she watches you go for a minute and then realizes she will meet you to wherever. She'll follow you.
Is that on the spirit route or the other ship?
No, on the spirit route.
Got it. Okay. I thought you were gonna slink into the other ship. I was like, oh boy.
Oh, I'd be down for that.
Well, I think once they are far enough away, she will kind of use the railing to support herself, keep herself upright. And she just looks at you.
She looks at you.
Is there something you need to say? I believe the expression is off your chest.
I think her eyes widen.
No, I don't know if there is anything to say.
I heard your protestations.
Yes.
You wanted the rest of the fleet destroyed.
I still do.
I share your sentiment.
Hmm.
However, I know you are better than that.
Where does that get me? Being better than that.
A large statue and a town full of people who see you as a hero. But do not misunderstand. I do not wish to trivialize what you have lost. But killing them does not return Atlas.
No,
In fact,
doesn't.
if Skell's Gambit is any indication, perhaps it provides hope.
Provides hope. Really? You think so?
If the remains of the anchor can be restored, not something that would be possible if the other ships were destroyed as well.
You're right.
But I empathize with the rage in you.
Not something I feel very often.
As someone who feels it often, I just wanted you to know.
Well, I would like to not feel it. But I don't really know how not to.
Well, Raisha once told me that vengeance is like drinking poison and expecting the target to die. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Just doesn't feel fair. They killed him twice.
I wish I could relate more. And with your permission, she will kind of reach her hand out to kind of caress your cheek a little.
She doesn't move. I'm glad. Oh, go ahead.
Nope, go ahead, say what you gotta say.
I'm glad you can't relate more. I don't know if you have had siblings, but he
No.
was very important to me. And truthfully, all I had left.
With admiration and respect, I disagree. And she bends down a little and plants a little kiss on your forehead if you'll let it happen.
Oh, yes, she does. That's so cute. That's just how sweet.
He's a really good man. The world is poor for it to not have him around.
Hmm. To see you in such a state is a tragedy in and of itself. All I can offer is, if you will let me, to be there for you as you move forward.
I appreciate it.
Hmm.
I do. I have to figure out what I'm doing with my life after this. I kind of was just set on finding him.
Then, I suppose, if I can offer a path forward, what would he have you do next?
Well, he loved to sail the Wildsea. That's why we went on a second expedition.
Well, you are on your ship, she says with kind of like it's not quite an eye roll, but it is kind of like her eyes are kind of moving towards Vesh and then back at you as if to like bring some lightheartedness to this conversation.
Hmm.
So you could figure out what is next while you continue to sail. Or, and she trails off and he looks over to the very large statue of you behind the both of us and just kind of lets that linger.
He looks at the statue.
I didn't ever want those things made, you know.
Well, of course not. You are not the type to rule with such ego.
Huh. You know, it's funny, at home, nobody viewed me like that at all.
Then home is poorer for it.
Huh. At home, I only became important when I died. I guess. From what it sounds like. But, I suppose the best thing I can do now is maybe guide Vesh and help him like I would have with my brother. He's probably, I don't know, Vesh is probably the last piece of him I have.
Well, no matter which way you go, the storm will be there for you.
Does that mean literal? Or are you referring to yourself as the storm now? I'm just trying to figure that out.
She the inky blots kind of like stitched together for a second as if she's determining whether she meant it in a literal sense or not. And then it's kind of like you're almost seeing like the math Maddox go around her head as if she's trying to determine if she could literally have a storm follow you where you go.
I'll just have a little rain cloud follow you around.
I think both, in a sense.
She nods.
I'm still going to think about killing them one day. Just so you know.
Well, full disclosure, if Trav is not dead, he may not live through the night.
I figured. I can at least have that.
But perhaps, maybe, it is better to send him off as a cautionary tale of what happens to those who defy Mistress Visha.
Capable of great
She
healing
smirks.
and great harm?
She smirks.
She smiles.
You should lay down. Probably as Skell should.
And she like peers over probably to where Skell is still standing.
He's helping with the salvage and the goods and being
Yeah.
brought over.
The things he should not be doing.
Yeah.
With
they're-
his injured arm, you can see it. He's
Yeah.
like- as he
Yeah.
grabs stuff, you can tell it's like, you know, like when you have like when you work out, like your arm is like struggling. Yeah, that third arm is like
Mhm.
vibrating.
She kind of like is peering over as she's talking to about.
I literally see him using the arm that I just patched up. It's like he doesn't listen.
And she would just.
Thank you for the talk. I appreciate it. But I'm going to make sure that Skell doesn't re-injure his arm and lose any more of his colony.
Understandable and smart.
See her rush off. Yeah. Giving gentle shout of like, put that down.
And
Yeah.
it's a barrel is in his arms, and he hears you, and he just drops it and like stands at attention. Fruit goes rolling across the deck.
You see the weaponless members of the Onyx fleet bringing across salvage. And before we go to break, you all would see a group of 4 people carrying a stretcher with a unconscious Trav and then resting him on the deck of your ship. And we are going to take about 10-minute break, and we will see if Trav actually will make it through the night or not, or what
He
you
won't.
all have in store for him. See
That's
you
some-
all in a few minutes.
He's not living.
That was so sweet. That was wonderful. All right, see you soon.
That was so wholesome.
See you in a few minutes. back to Breath Between Branches, our Wildsea story. Thank you all for being here. If this is your first time, welcome. You can catch up on this show and any of our other shows at youtube.com/MagicRPG. Blood Bunny is Friday. Minutes to Midnight
Blood
is
Bunny?
Monday. What did I say?
Sorry.
Blood Bunny!
Not blood. You said Blood Bunny.
Blood Money is our VTM game is Friday. Minutes to
Blood
Midnight,
Bunny's a
our
cool
Blade
name.
68 game
That
is
is a cool
Monday.
That was almost as good as pro boner lawyer. I
Pro
dropped.
boner. And if you would like to know what's going on with us and talk to us about the hood, discord.gg/magicrpg is the place
gun
to
devil.
do that. And yeah, talk about how he would just be a lot better if he just didn't have clothes on, or that's what one cast member said earlier today.
And I'll also say that too. Two have
Yeah.
said it now. Then.
Two have
I'll
said it
I'll
now.
echo that.
Yeah, they did it a lot with his character, maybe a little bit too much. Should have been clothless. So yeah, Marvel Rivals Thirst, talk about systems. Everyone seems to be kind of obsessed with Stone Top. Someone will probably do that at some point, I have a feeling now. That game is very cool. Anyway, discord.gg/magicrpg. Tell us what you're playing. Tell us what you're up to. Tell us what you want us to run more of. I love hearing all that kind of feedback. Okay. After that very tender moment, you all see the barely alive body scorched by lightning, very clearly severely injured, unconscious. Trav is there, and his hand delivered to you alongside many different crates of food, ammunition, weapons, the details of which I will have to catalog for you in a bit in a montage. But suffice it to say, you all have a lot of new supplies that you have taken on from this. And with your leave, the remainder of the Onyx fleet would love to just leave, but that is up to you on if you let them leave. So I pass it over to all of you, what you do upon getting all of this stuff.
The captain said they can go, so
Yep.
they can go. And in Skell's eyes,
Then they begin to sail away and leave you all to never be seen again. You see the splintered and charred remains of what's left in the Onyx fleet scattered among the thrash and tangle around harbor.
how's Harbor doing?
Pretty good, honestly. There are some buildings that have been destroyed. There are some people with some injuries. There's a few bullet holes in the statue of Visha. But overall, it's doing pretty good, actually. There's no fires. People are already beginning to do triage and repair and organization. Things are doing okay. The worst did not happen, thanks to all of you. You head on back to shore.
I think we need repairs.
Again.
Again. Ha ha ha. Again.
Again. Us every time.
As you head into port, you are greeted with thunderous applause. There are hundreds of people at the port who cheer and clap and holler at you all as you are coming in. And before you even have to say anything, you see all of the different dock workers begin to start working on the spirit route. And
Just so nice.
as you make dock and put the gangplank down, you all are essentially mobbed, and they start hoisting you on their shoulders. Hip hip hooray! You hear like fireworks go off from somewhere. You're like, I don't even know where that came from. At first you think it might be a cannon, but you see explosion above of fireworks, and it's a full-on party in the city. And you all are become essentially celebrities overnight. And
I
with
can make
that,
you a celebrity overnight.
yeah, with that, I think we can zoom out a little bit. Zoom out to maybe zoom back in. What are you all doing once you get back to shore? Anyone can go.
Skell is feasting. All the meats.
Yeah, you have plenty of meat to go around, both from the city itself and from the Onyx fleet. You can stuff yourself to your heart's content.
I think
good.
For Aizu, she is seeking out a source of Krezerin and then trying to find Ollie in that order.
Krezerin, let's see, would they?
I feel like she would probably be willing to go near like the shore, like effectively.
Yeah, I
to
think
get it.
just go ahead and do you have scavenge or something related?
I have sense.
Let me look.
I don't know if that really. No scavenge. I'm afraid.
Roll instinct then, just with your edge.
I was gonna say instinct. Okay, all right.
Yeah, instinct works.
And then I could do honing one of my senses to gather information. I could use sense.
Okay.
Four, 2.
Okay.
That's funny.
You'll find going on the shoreline and just gathering for like 20-30 minutes, you're able to find a small bucket's worth of Krezerin off of nearby branches coming out.
Anyone that sees her would be probably mortified as they watch her just like dip her hands in this bucket and just like.
Yeah, the people
like,
nearby that are cheering you on kind of go, eee.
And then just like they just kind of just like let it like they just like bring it up over the top of their head and just let it just kind of like absorb into their skin.
Yeah, so you can. I would say you can.
There's just
heal,
a sigh of relief.
You can heal at least, we'll say, 1 aspect damage from that much Krezerin. I don't know how many you had marked off, but.
Well, I took an injury, so I'm good as far as the aspect damage is concerned. But
yeah, I need to remember how injuries work. I will have to get back to that. I don't want to bog down.
That's
too
fine.
much.
I'm still fine to play as if she is not doing great, the best. So, but that is her remedy, and then I think she's gonna see if she can find Ollie to assess.
Okay. Sorry, my child is very happy he gets to share with me.
Yeah. As a side note, occasionally because of Aizuesco's mire, sparks will pinwheel from her. So she's trying to move carefully and chill out. A little bit.
Ooh, that actually is a good point. As a few of you marked a few pieces of mire, feel free to incorporate those as you wish.
Where is our prisoner right now?
He's on the deck of your ship until you move him otherwise.
Is he restrained in some way right now?
Nope, just sitting on a stretcher, unconscious.
That changes things then for Aizuesco. She's going back to the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna make sure that they're restrained right now. Is Visha looking over them at all? What is Visha do? This is what I want to know. What is Visha like? Tending to their wounds, ignoring them, sharpening a knife that they're going to stab them with?
Yeah.
Like, what is the?
Visha's
what's going on?
not on the ship.
Okay.
She is. Yeah. She's not involved with this person at all currently.
Okay. what Vesh would do then is make sure they're secure.
Okay.
Is Izoesco going to be on the ship still then at this point?
Yeah. So effectively, what's happened is Izuesco has left the ship, watched some people cheer her on, and then dump a bucket of Krezerin over her head and went back to the ship.
Got it. Can you watch over him for a moment?
I have been. Nope. Sorry. Hold on.
I was gonna say
I have been chasing.
your voice mod
him
is still not
for-
working. Just in case you
Still?
did not know. Yeah,
What? Hold
it's
on.
hating you.
One moment.
How about now?
There you go. You're working.
I have been chasing him for quite some time. A few more moments is trivial.
What do you intend for him?
To start, a conversation.
And to finish?
Depends on the conversation.
What are you hoping he will tell you? What are you looking
It is
for?
more what I am hoping to tell him, Captain.
I figure this man has hurt a lot of people, and I would understand if people on this crew might feel that there is a sense of justice that we should be administering here. I wouldn't blame anybody for that. But there are other people who are wronged. And he motions towards the people that were cheering for all of us. I believe they deserve a chance to enact their justice.
If I may, Captain, I believe their justice generally could be that they are free of the menaces and thus wish to return to their lives. But that is not me speaking for them, just positing a possibility. And for me, I cannot confirm that I will not hurt Captain Trav, but I have no intention on killing them yet.
Well, it wouldn't be for me to judge if you did. But I would prefer if you didn't.
This captain, he saw fit to have me thrown overboard some time ago. I at least intend to inform him personally of his mistake. Beyond that, it's up to him. Also, do not forget, he has sinned most vicariously against Isha.
I know.
To only think of myself in this moment is not ideal.
I will be speaking to Visha as well before you make any decisions. But I wanted to find out if they have any accommodations here for prisoners, or the means to hold, or the desire to enact that sort of justice. I
Well,
wanted to see what the options are.
just move with caution. She is displeased. Quite displeased. Displeased is, upon further review, quite the understatement.
Of course she is. All right. Just keep an eye on him. I'll be back soon.
Hmm.
And we don't have to necessarily role play this out, but if there is any that he's gonna go in this order first, or whoever he sees first, either Visha or somebody that can give him information about, somebody who seems to be in some position of authority, who's or who's taking up the mantle of leadership in this town. Somebody must be doing it.
In the city, yeah.
Yeah.
How is Visha trying to be not found, or is Visha trying to be found, or Visha doesn't care?
I don't think she minds if she's found. She is gathering plants currently
Okay.
in a little basket.
If you would like to find Visha, you can do that, and that is fine.
You would stumble across her. She's got a little basket. She's got a variety of flowering plants in the basket.
He'll catch your gaze before approaching. And will wave sort of sheepishly and start to walk towards you slowly.
Her expression does falter a bit when you catch her gaze. It's like she looks like she's fairly at peace and she sees you. And any positive look on her face does fall away from it. But then she kind of catches herself and she tries to make herself look approachable.
What can I help you with?
We have to make a decision about Trav.
Okay.
Izoesco is going to question them, talk to them, maybe hurt them a little bit. My intention was to turn them over to a local authority here. But I wanted to talk to you first.
I think you should throw him into the thrash. That's what I think.
I can't do that.
Why not?
You want me to do that?
I'll do it.
You would do that.
I would. He had no problem doing it to me.
I know. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's the choice you have to make.
No. I think it's a good punishment. Don't you?
know. No, I don't. But I understand it.
Hmm.
I couldn't tell you what's right or wrong to do in this situation, Visha. I don't know how you're feeling or... God, Visha, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
It's my fault. He's dead.
Maybe.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You know, it's kind of funny. When he was young, he was a lot like you. Bit incompetent, but well-meaning. You don't learn how to do it overnight, or even a few nights. And having a good heart is important. I don't know if he would agree with my vengeance anyway. Probably not.
What would he want you to do? What would he do if this was his ship? Again.
If it was his ship again, and he had been in that situation, I think I know exactly what he would have done. He would have trusted them and met them for negotiations like you did. And he would have let them go. He liked to journey because he wanted to discover new things that were useful to our home and to leave the world generally a better place than, how it was left before he was there. That's why he kept going out. That's why I went with him. Because I agreed. I thought it was better to do some good in the world. Leave it a better place than how I found it.
I think it's clear that you did a good job. And he nods towards the giant statue.
Yeah. We got a lot of good done in the short amount of time that we were given. I can't help but be upset that someone as good as him is not here anymore because of a man like that, who puts nothing but bad into the world. If he had gotten to live longer, I can't imagine the amount of good he could have done. But instead we have that poor excuse for a captain laying on our ship instead of him. So being kind has not exactly gotten me very much. It certainly didn't get him anything.
I wish I could have known your brother better.
You would have liked him in time. He's a little prickly at first, but he probably would have wanted to help you. Seen you reach your potential and all that.
Potential.
Yeah, he believed in that kind of stuff.
It's not normal for our people.
No. We were not, well, they liked him a lot more than they did me because he could at least pass off that he was big and strong and all that. A captain. But his ideas were quite different from our people's.
How long has it been since you've been home? I mean, I know hundreds of years technically, but I mean to you.
Probably about a year.
I've never been away from home that long.
Yeah, it was a long one. I would like to go back home.
And what about your brother? Did
What
he want
about
to go
him?
back? How did he feel about home?
He thought he was better suited out on the sea. He did always want to come home, and he did have a family. I mean, a kid. So he tried not to be gone for too long. Be nice to know what happened to his family after we died.
Yeah. Maybe we could go back home one day and find out.
I would like to, after you're done with what you're doing, delivering this letter. But I would like to... I suppose I could leave sooner, but I would like to return home how I left. On the spirit route.
We can go home now if you want to.
I'm not going to make you give up your big quest. It's important.
Is it?
It is if you want the elders to like you. You should open the
He'll
letter.
nod.
Open the letter.
And he'll reach for it instinctually. It's always on him, right?
Uh-huh.
And you see this conflict on his face. And it washes over him as he thinks to himself, like, do I want the elders to respect me? Is this really what I even want anymore? And in just a moment of impulse, he pulls the letter out and he tears off the seal.
Let's see it.
All right. You know what? You're right.
Who cares if they respect you? Like I said, they didn't respect me until after I died.
Bijan, do
Pretty
you want me
lousy.
to read it or do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, read it out loud.
Okay.
Read
Go
it.
ahead and read it out loud.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Well, where am I? Here we go. Okay. Cartographer Zora. The council debated writing this correspondence for months. Several members have resigned or otherwise churned over the debate of the validity of this endeavor. However, in the end, we decided that the entire Sunscraper civilization depends on the outcome of delivery. For years, we have sent those coming of age on their sojourn to examine their strength and otherwise determine usefulness of a civilization. However, all rumored and confirmed correspondence to you has revealed your dismissiveness and renouncement of our culture. Given the military and economic superiority of the Sunscrapers, despite the potential blasphemy and harm to our ways, we must know what has moved you so completely that you have given those ways up. It is possible that we've been so wrong, and we must know if so. Therefore, we ask, what have you seen out there? Where are you going next? Are you still searching for the truth out there, or have you already found it? Send word back as soon as you receive it. The Sunscraper Council. And as you read this, Vesh, the last part of that letter sounds so familiar to you. And you realize that you received a letter with the exact same words less than a week after you left home from Shale.
What words exactly were repeated?
What have you seen out there? Where are you going next? Are you still searching for the truth out there, or have you already found it?
Vesh, do you
What?
read this aloud? Do you read this aloud?
Yeah. This is
Okay,
I read this
have a
aloud to
question.
you.
I have a question. Does that wording sound familiar to me? Me, is this? I sense a conspiracy, but what? Who knows?
Something weird going on.
Do I know that wording?
You do not know this exact wording, but in your day, the debate and kind of your positioning almost as a heretic of the Sunscrapers was positioned in much the same. That many of the back and forth agonizing that this letter said in the preface kind of rings familiar.
Can I ask a question about the letter too? Is it signed by the individual members of the council? Does it say who the members of the council are? And do I know that I
It
recognize
is
the
not
names
signed
of
by
them?
the individual names, no.
Okay.
So, this is the important message. It's really funny. They were debating this kind of thing when I was still alive. And that was quite a long time ago.
What kind of thing? I don't understand. What are they looking for? What are they debating? I don't understand this.
I'm not quite sure about this part, about the truth, per se. But I meant more I was referring to them debating on how they judge and determine worth in our society. They questioned me in quite a similar way when I was around. Interesting to know they've not made any conclusions toward or against.
There's something odd about the wording. It just feels so familiar. And as it comes to him, what you said about Shale, he's going to pull the letter out, and he's gonna show it to Visha, and have that like revelation in front of her.
Same words.
Notably, the handwriting is not the same. Like that, you're like, is this forged? No, the handwriting is different.
I don't. That's too much of a coincidence. That's not.
But the wording's exactly the same.
I don't understand what this means, but it means something, right?
It is a bit odd. Perhaps going home should be on the list. Though speaking to this Zora seems mighty interesting as well.
I said that they denounced our ways.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders.
Yes, it seems they denounced our ways. And honestly, I can't blame them. I might as well have denounced them the way that I behaved.
I guess.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm a little different at times. But there's a reason that our people have survived and we've been successful.
Hmm.
There's a reason that you and your brother were able to do the things that you did. Right?
Because
not
we were
just-
sun scrapers?
Well, yes, just to some extent. It's what made you who you are.
Still. There's good that comes from it, but living as an outcast in your own society when others. She glances up again at the statue like a. It's certainly an interesting feeling.
I think we should find this Zora then. If
I
you're
think
still
so,
willing
too.
to travel with me.
I will. I'm not going to abandon the spirit route. It's our family ship. And it's ended up with you.
All right. Maybe I don't deserve this ship.
Who decides that?
Maybe, Maybe you were right. This ship should have been your brother's. Maybe it should go back to you.
I'd like that, but, no, I think I'd like to see what you do with it.
All right.
Like I said, my brother wasn't too different from you once. I think, you have the makings of a very fine captain. You've just got to stumble and fail a little bit first. And hopefully I can help you do that less.
I will try to make your brother proud of this ship. And the things that we do with it.
I'm sure we will. I've no doubt. We're, I'll help you to the best of my ability. I guess in some ways, you know, when we go home, we should look at family tree.
Yeah?
Who knows? I could be your ancestor. Well, I guess you would. I didn't have any children. But my brother did.
You really think... I mean, I guess maybe.
No, you both look very similar. Maybe so. It would explain why I've put up with you for so long. If you were related to my brother in some way.
Yes, I guess that would explain something. And he'll look up and hold Visha's gaze. Thank you.
For what?
I don't know.
Okay. You're welcome.
I'm
For some reason.
I'm glad you're with me on this journey.
Happy to do so. And even better if we prove the council wrong. That's always my favorite thing to do. So we're delivering your letter next? Yes?
I think that's the plan.
Okay.
And he'll tuck the letter back into his jacket and help Visha with the herbs that she was gathering.
Oh.
And help her finish up the job that she's doing here.
Yeah. She seems much more comfortable now. It is a comfortable silence with passing commentary, but that's about it. She's not glaring at you anymore.
That's good. I'll take that.
No more glares or little stinky looks. She seems at ease around you now.
I think there's many more things to do in the city before you leave, but I think that is a good place to leave off for tonight. I have many things I am cooking on, as I'm sure you now know, and we will discover more about that next week. I believe we should be able to be back next week. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Another World Tabletop, Aaron, Mandy, and company for the raid. Thank you all for watching. Blood Money will be back this Friday. Yes.
Indeed.
And if you are new here and want to know what this is all about, youtube.com/MagiRPG, you can catch up on the previous episodes of this show and any of our other shows. Thank you all for watching. We will see you again soon. Bye, everyone.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
꿀먹게 모퉁이에 baby bird and mama bird 아련히 봤지만 oh baby you loved you better than I 누군가에겐 하지 않아 아 끝없이 스스로 듣는 You've got this 다시 털고 일어나 그게 너야 Oh you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're everything you need, yeah 기타를 치며 따르라 노래하는 나의 꿈 그